What's up everyone, OJ here, welcome back to another video. Today we've got some awesome information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we're starting off with Star Ocean First Departure R. We've got the first screenshots and official description from Square Enix. This is a remake of the original Star Ocean that was a remake on the PlayStation Portable. So a remake of a remake coming over to the PlayStation 4 and also the Nintendo Switch. So the Star Ocean First Departure R page on Square Enix's official website for Tokyo Game Show 2019 includes a description and first screenshots of the May announced remaster. Now, the 2007 released remake of Star Ocean First Departure appears as a high-definition port with new features. In addition to the high-definition upgrade, the game is fully voiced through new recordings by the original Star Ocean cast, which is absolutely incredible because the original Star Ocean cast, that's like 20 years ago or something like that. So it was great that they were able to get all of them back together, the original cast, in order to do this. That is freaking phenomenal. That's probably the most impressive thing when it comes down to it. Now, the character illustrations have also been redrawn based on the original designs, which you can switch between with the original remake illustrations as well. Once again, Star Ocean First Departure R is in development for the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch. A release date and price has not been announced, but we'll probably get that at Tokyo Game Show. Tokyo Game Show is a little bit earlier this year, running through early September. The date will be on the screen for you guys. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this one here. Star Ocean First Departure R, first one in the series. It started the legacy when it comes down to Star Ocean. I'm a big fan of Star Ocean, love the game on the PS2. I actually really like Star Ocean 4. But a lot of people didn't like that game, but hey, it is what it is. But I really like that game. I put like 300 or 400 hours into it. I beat the Ethereal Queen. I did all of that stuff, got as many of the achievements as I could before my data got deleted. But either way, Star Ocean First Departure R coming back. I never played this one. I'm actually really looking forward to it. Great action, combat. It's really nice when it comes down to the visuals and like the aesthetic of it, kind of like a Super Nintendo, PlayStation, portable type of hybrid remake. This is actually looking really good. I'm excited for more RPGs, especially the classical ones that have not been brought back in the new form to where we can play them on our modern consoles. I love all that. All of the old school RPGs, bring them all back. So good stuff to Square Enix, good stuff to continuing their mission with bringing back some of the old school games. Trials of Mana, we had stuff like Octopath Traveler, which isn't an old school game, but made in that same vein. Now we have this right here. Square Enix is on a tear when it comes to the classic fans of the classic RPGs. The Secret of Mana collection that just got released physically here in the West as well. Great stuff all around from Square Enix. So what do you guys think about Star Ocean First Departure R? First screenshots here in the description. You guys looking forward to this game? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, moving on to the next topic here. We got a Samurai Showdown Nintendo Switch sighting. Let's go. We got some first details on the gameplay, the smoothness of it, and of course the release date in Japan. So the Nintendo Switch version of Samurai Showdown will launch on December 12th in Japan for 6,345 yen. The latest issue of the weekly Famitsu has revealed, and it will confirm run at 60 frames per second and support single Joy-Con per player multiplayer. So if you're playing, I don't know why you would, but if you are playing just somewhere else and you want just Joy-Cons to play, there you go. You got it all packed in for local multiplayer as well as online multiplayer too. Early purchases will include a Switch version of Samurai Showdown 2, which was originally released for the Neo Geo Pocket Color in April 1999. Now, Samurai Showdown first launched for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One on June 25th in the Americas and Europe and June 27th in Japan. The PC version of Samurai Showdown was previously announced for a release alongside the Switch version in Q4 2019. And if you want to know more about this game, it's got a lot of pretty cool features: weapon-based combat, evolving the presentation, unique cast, and new warriors, all new different type of gameplay, and revolutionary new AI system called the Dojo mode, where it kind of learns proprietary AI system. It's actually really cool if you get into it and everything. And if you're looking for a hardcore fighting game that's definitely different from what you've played out there from like Tekken or Street Fighter or Soul Calibur, this is it. Now, this is not for everybody. I've watched a lot of streams of people who like fighting games. They play Samurai Showdown and they're not really a big fan of it. But if you do get into the combat, get into the online gameplay, kind of get into what they're doing here, it's actually a fairly solid game, and it's entertaining to watch too. The Evo stuff was amazing. I loved watching that. So I'm down for Samurai Showdown. Now, I'll probably buy it for the culture. It's one of those for the culture games because I want to see more fighting games on the Switch. I want to see the base kind of rise up. I want more people to be playing this style of game, and I'll probably try it out because I did play Samurai Showdown like in the arcades back in the day. I was trash. I was never any good at any of the Samurai Showdown games, but I'll probably buy it for the culture, one of those type of things. But what do you guys think? Are you guys gonna be picking up Samurai Showdown on the Nintendo Switch when it drops later this year? It seems like it might be for the West too, but we just have a Japanese release date, but it seems like it's coming over. They already announced it for the West too for the end of the year, so we'll see the exact date of that. But are you guys interested in this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, moving on to the next topic. It seems like my childhood is coming all back to me here, guys. Let's go. The Lion King and Aladdin HD remasters are on the way to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and also the Xbox One. And this was basically leaked at a GameStop managers conference, which Doug Bowser was attending. He did talk about that on Twitter, that he will be going. And these two games here are interesting because these have kind of like different versions. Back in the day on the Super Nintendo and the Genesis, for those young bucks out there, or for people who don't know the history, a lot of times different developers would make these versions of the games, so there'd be differences among the versions of the games. So for example, in the Aladdin on the Super Nintendo, that was more of a platformer based type of thing, like with swinging and all sorts of stuff like that, whereas on the Sega Genesis you had a sword and it was definitely more combat based with some platforming kind of thrown in there. As a child, I always thought the Sega Genesis version was better because the Sega Genesis had the sword, and as a kid you want the sword, so I was like, yo, the Sega Genesis version is better because he has a dope sword and I'm not just throwing apples at people. So that's the cool thing, and here it is with this one here, guys. We're getting both versions on one cartridge. Same thing goes for the Lion King as well. You get both versions, the Super Nintendo and the Genesis version of it, both of them on the single cartridge or on one disc, and you can switch between them. So you don't have to worry about, oh, is this the Super Nintendo version? Is this the Sega version? Well, you get both. So essentially you get 4 games in one. Obviously it's just one, 2 games, but you get 4 games because you get both versions as well. So pretty cool there. I love the classic stuff coming back. We talked about Mega Man, the Zero collection, that's coming over as well, and now we have this too. So the childhood's kind of coming right back, right? It's kind of coming back. People are kind of playing these old school platformers once again. We're seeing a lot of old school stuff, so I'm down for that. Samurai Showdown is an old school franchise being brought back with a new coat of paint and in new ways, so I'm all down for all of this. And Aladdin is something that I'm definitely gonna play. Now the Super Nintendo version of the Lion King was really hard. I just remember getting bopped every time that I rented this game. I just got absolutely destroyed. I don't know how far I got into it, but I know I just kept on playing and kept on playing, because for those who don't know, The Lion King is my favorite Disney movie of all time, and one of my favorite movies of all time is The Lion King. And I actually really like Aladdin too. When I was a kid, I loved Aladdin, but Lion King was my movie as a child. So I'm looking forward to this one here. I'm definitely gonna be picking up the Switch version of it. So what do you guys think of The Lion King and Aladdin coming over? It's going to be dropping this fall. No exact release date, but this fall it is coming. So what do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, I'm moving on to the final topic here. We have the spiritual successor to Custom Robo. This game, Synaptic Drive, it has a publisher, and it looks like it's going to be dropping with more information pretty soon here. Worldwide, Synaptic Drive will be published by Uno Games. So publisher Uno Games will release 1,000 games developed online competitive shooting battle game, Synaptic Drive, worldwide for the Nintendo Switch via the Nintendo Switch eShop and PC via Steam. The company announced a release date was not announced. Now, Uno Games will debut the latest trailer and have 6 playable demo stations for the Nintendo Switch and PC versions of Synaptic Drive at Tokyo Game Show 2019, which runs from September 12th to the 15th, which is much earlier than they do before. Usually it's later in the year like I talked about, but yeah, 12th to the 15th. Now, at the Makuhari Messe in Chiba, Japan. Visit the company's Tokyo Game Show 2019 website. You guys can check that out if you want some more information. And there is already multiple overviews of the game. I've talked about it myself, but if you've played Custom Robo, then this is pretty much that, because the person who made Custom Robo is making this game. So a lot of fans out there are very excited for this one here, and I have to say, like, the kind of the Custom Robo stuff that you can do with all the customization, and you have the different online multiplayer that's going to be inside this one here, the combat, there's going to be some more stuff that you can do. There's a bunch of different body types, over 100 different weapon types. You can kind of mix and match. It seems like it's going to be a nice spiritual successor to what we've played before when it comes down to Custom Robo, and I'm all for that. Now, I never purchased Custom Robo. I always rented it and had fun with the game. I would play through the single player. Sometimes I'd have, I think, like a friend or two, I think we'd play, but nobody really liked it as much as I did, so nobody would really play against me. But I played and I thought it was a fun game, so I'm interested in Synaptic Drive and seeing what they can do to kind of capture that essence from what we got before on the GameCube, because really all we got was Custom Robo, and Nintendo kind of just said, all right, we're done, and Nintendo owns that franchise, and we haven't seen anything else since then. So the creator was like, all right, I'll just kind of make a different one now, like 15 years later or something like that. So what do you guys think about Synaptic Drive? Are you guys custom Robo fans? Are you excited for this one here? Are you excited to see more about this game? But I'm happy that it's getting a publisher and it's getting funding and they can release the game pretty much worldwide at this point from Games, and it'll also be at Tokyo Game Show, so this should be very fun. So what do you guys think about all the different topics here, from Synaptic Drive to the Lion King and Aladdin HD, Samurai Showdown, and of course Star Ocean First Departure R? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this one here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for this RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace!